Hi, it's Des from Conquer Her Fitness, and I'm here to show you how to track your macros using MyFitnessPal. Tracking macros can feel a little overwhelming at first, but don't worry, I got you. We're gonna simplify it, we're gonna make it easy so that you can still reach your goals and eat the foods that you love. First things first, what are your macros? These are the building blocks of your diet and where your calories come from. You've got your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Protein supports muscle growth and repair. Carbohydrates are for your energy, and fats are important for hormone production and especially important for women's health. Why is it important to track your macros? Tracking your calories is just one piece of the puzzle. Calories determine how much you weigh, macronutrients determine how you look, and micronutrients determine how you feel. If you want to know what your macros should be for your goals, I have a free macro calculator on my website, and you can click the link in the description. Once you've got your macros sorted, here's how you track them in MyFitnessPal. First things first, we're going to open MyFitnessPal and head to the settings menu. Go to goals and input your daily macro targets. Next, tap on diary at the bottom of the screen. Choose the meal you're logging: breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks. Personally, I like to set my day up the night before so that I have a clear plan. This helps me stay consistent and eliminates the guesswork that can come with tracking on the go. Now, use the search bar to find the food you're eating. For example, if you're having chicken breast, type chicken breast cooked into the search bar. Look for entries with a green check mark. This means the entry is verified and it's more accurate. You can use the barcode scanning function on packaged products. Select your serving size and add it to your diary. As you log your meals, MyFitnessPal will automatically calculate your calories and macros for each meal and also your entire day. You can check your progress by tapping on the nutrition tab. It's a great way to see if you're on track. Creating your meal plan might take a little bit of time at first, but trust me, it gets faster the more that you do it. If you eat the same foods regularly, you can save them as favorites so that you don't have to search for them every time. If you have a favorite protein pancake recipe or a muffin recipe or what have you. If you're one of my clients, I've provided you with a sample meal plan to get you started. You can see your total daily macros on the first page of your nutrition program and also in the Conquer Her app. Also, you can see your daily macro totals after each meal. So if you feel like just swapping one meal instead of having to recalculate your entire day, you can do that easily. For example, let's take our breakfast. I don't feel like eggs and toast today. I feel like some protein pancakes. By the way, if you want some macro-friendly recipes, check out my Instagram at Conquer Her Fitness. I've got lots of good stuff over there. I've got muffins, pancakes, you name it. Okay, I can see here we've got about 31 grams of protein, 36 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of fat to work with. I'm gonna select add food and start adding my protein pancake ingredients. I know I need 1 egg, 40 grams of oats, 1 scoop of protein powder, and a 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk. I also need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, but I'm not gonna worry about tracking the calories in that. I don't even think there is any. Okay, now when I go back to my food diary, I can see that everything equals out pretty good. I'm not worried about being perfect here. If you're over or under about 10 grams of your total daily carbs and proteins, it's not to worry. We just try to stay pretty on par with the fats just because they are so calorically dense. Now, if you want something even easier, say you have a cup of rice on your meal plan, and instead of going into MyFitnessPal and playing around with the numbers and trying to figure out how much pasta cooked equals this amount cooked of rice, you can actually head over to this food swap calculator on my website, plug in 1 cup of rice, or even if you're weighing your food in grams, and it'll spit out all these different types of carbohydrates that are calorically equivalent. And you can do the same thing for fats and proteins. And the database is always growing, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know, and I am more than happy to add them. And also, these food values do come from the USDA food database, so they are accurate. All right, now that you're getting a little bit more comfortable tracking your macros, I've got 3 tips to help you succeed. My first tip is to plan ahead. Either plan your day out the morning of, the night before, or even create yourself a meal plan for the week in advance, just so you're not constantly tracking on the go. This can be pretty exhausting, and you don't need to make it more complicated than it already is. My second tip is to keep things simple. Pick foods that are easy to track, and once you get the hang of it, you can add in foods that are a little bit more complex with more ingredients. And my third tip is to stick to whole foods when possible. Packaged foods can actually have a 20% discrepancy, either 20% higher or 20% lower than they're listed, which in the grand scheme of things, it can add up over the day. So if you're having your whole day full of packaged foods, 20% is quite a bit, and day after day, that does add up depending on what your goals are. I like to follow an 80-20 rule personally, so 80% whole foods and 20% packaged foods. Eventually, the goal is to not have to rely on a meal plan anymore, and it's to get comfortable tracking your macros so that you can have flexibility and not feel restricted with your diet. This can lead to long-term success with dieting, and it's personally my favorite method and what I've been doing for years. That's it for today's walkthrough. Hopefully it was helpful. I know it can be really overwhelming at first, but with patience and practice, it gets easier, I promise. And if you're one of my clients, you already have everything you need to succeed, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.